They're battling that nagging doubt that's brought on by those reminders of past failures, shortcomings, mistakes, that sense of unworthiness that is limiting their faith, that is becoming a form of bondage. And we've all been there. And we probably all have experienced that moment where you're trying to stand and that well intentioned person who's got the list of things you have to do or become before God will release his blessing. And it's the recognition that that sense of worthiness is just one aspect of the world system. Let me explain. In the garden, when the schism happened, there was not just separation from God, but it wound up creating two different systems. In the kingdom was always about God's goodness, blessing, abundance, overflow, completeness. But the world system was a counterfeit. It was deceptive. The world system that we are born into is about lack, limitation, about striving, trying to earn it, that there's never enough for everyone. But we have been invited back into a different system. And it's that reminder that there was only one who's ever been worthy. And when you think about the amazing heroes of the faith, the friends of God, they all had their failures. And one of my favorite stories that I think epitomizes this more than any is Rahab. And if you know the story, she was a prostitute. We don't know how she wound up in that because that's not the point of the story. What drove her to that is not relevant. Just like our past mistakes, what caused them isn't the issue. It's what she began to believe in, what she acted on in faith. Rahab had heard about God and what he was doing. God's people were on the move. He was getting ready to give them the promised land, and she had heard of the great things God had done for his people. And it probably just started as a rumor. Remember, there was no evidence, there was no personal experience. It's just something she heard about. And she decided to trust, regardless of her background, her situation. And so she protected the spies